following program is a production of Hō'ike Kauai Community Media. The Hō'ike Weekly has been made possible by the Rice Street Business Association and Violi Properties.
Aloha Kauai. My name is Kaylie Lee, and I'm an intern here at Hō'ike Kauai Community Media. I'm a sophomore at HGA and will be here until May, helping out with shooting, producing, and editing all of the amazing content Hō'ike provides. Even though I've already gone through the producer certification course here, there's still a ton more to learn, and I look forward to sharing what I make with you all. It was nice meeting you. Now I better get behind the camera because the show is about to start.
Hey Kaylee, Max is ready for you in my control room. Okay.
I see you've met our new intern, Kaylee. You'll be seeing more of her later. For now, though, you're stuck with me. I'm Trisha Allen, and this is the Hō'ike Weekly. You're mostly interested in next week's upcoming events, so let's just get to it. The Garden Island Arts Council is celebrating 42 years of bringing Kauai audiences the very best of Hawaiian music and culture with their signature event, a Kanikapila Kakou. It's an 8-week concert series that begins on February 5th and features authentic Hawaiian music experiences with performances by Hawaiian artists every Monday until March 25th. Week 2 will feature a very special performance. Monday, February 10th, the Kapaʻa Middle School Choir and Ukulele Band, under the direction of Mary Lard Dizabal and Loke Sazel, will be performing during Week 2 of this 8-week concert series at the Outrigger Kauai Beach Resort and Spa in Kapaʻa. It starts at 6, but doors open at 5. We've featured this talented group of students on the Hō'ike Weekly before, but this time they will not only be performing with alumni who are continuing their love of music, the students from Kapaʻa's Middle School Choir and Ukulele Band will also be in charge of the Ukulele Circle during the event. Info on this event is easy to get by scanning the QR code on your screen. With all the craziness in the world, who couldn't use some extra adorableness in their life? I know I sure could. Well, the Kauai Humane Society is answering the call. They're having a puppy hour at Halehui on February 11th from 11 a.m. till 1 p.m. This event is open to the public, and it's the perfect place to meet adorable puppies up for adoption. The Kauai Humane Society is also running a pretty cool adoption program for Valentine's Day, so to get more info on both of these events, visit kawaihumane.org. It's always a good idea to be knowledgeable of scams and fraud, as they're both fairly preventable. But it can be hard for kupuna to know exactly what to do. Well, the County of Kauai's Agency on Elderly Affairs will be hosting a scam prevention class on Wednesday, February 12th, and that should help. This event will take place at the Kauai War Memorial Convention Hall. There will be registration in person at 8:30 a.m., and more info on that can be found on the County of Kauai's website. Among the tennis courts being resurfaced and upgraded around the island, the Waimea courts are next. A community meeting to discuss the project is taking place Wednesday, February 12th at the Waimea Neighborhood Center at 6 p.m. This project is anticipated to begin soon, March 3rd, as a matter of fact, and will last for quite a while, January 2026. More info can be found by scanning our QR code. All kindergarten through 5th grade coaches planning to enter their young athletes in this year's Mayor's Track Meet will be gathering on Thursday, February 13th at the Lihui Neighborhood Center. The meeting begins at 6 p.m. and will go over the event's dates and format, as well as rules and regulations. Complete info on the event can be found by scanning our QR code. Spring is on the way, believe it or not, and clearing out some clutter is probably on your to-do list. Well, if you have small furniture, children's toys, books, or shoes, you can bring them to the Salvation Army ARC monthly donation event. It's scheduled for Friday, February 14th, and it's held at the Kauai Resource Center, which is near the airport at 3460 Ahukini Road. This event is pretty cool for a couple of reasons. One, you can donate clothing and textiles that are torn or even stained, and this helps keep those things out of our already overflowing landfill. Two, because you don't even have to get out of your car to donate, it's easy. As a matter of fact, they prefer you don't get out of your car as a safety precaution. For more info on this event, scan that QR code on your screen. February 14th is Valentine's Day, and our crazy friends at the Kauai Community Players are making sure that live theater is an option for all you lovers out there. Their newest performance is called Ripcord, and it's a dark comedy directed by Kauai resident Jessica Brown. We sat down with Jessica at the Puhi Theatrical Warehouse to get some behind-the-scenes info to share with you. So here you go.
Hi, my name is Jessica Brown, and I'm a director. I'm Jessica Brown, and I am the director for Ripcord, Kauai Community Players' second presentation of their season. Why did I choose Ripcord? Because it has my sensibility. It's dark humor, it's fun and enjoyable, and I hope that my audience enjoys it as well. So people often ask me what this show is about. Technically, this place, it's a retirement home in New Jersey, but I think the story that is most relatable is that of the odd couple. We simply have two people having to share a space, and they are so very different from each other. They decide to figure out a way to get out of it, and what they do is they place a bet, and what seems very benign very quickly turns into something dark and unexpected, particularly for our older folk in a retirement home. One of my favorite parts of being a director is the casting process. And we have such tremendous talent on Kauai that it's always very difficult. This year again, I was blessed with a fantastically funny, committed, and dedicated crew and cast who've been an absolute delight to work with. We've seen Jennifer Cullen on stage before. I've worked with her about 2 years ago when we did the gin game together. So she's back on stage. I'm very pleased this year to be bringing a few new faces to the stage. We have Teresa McKinney, and she is from LA, so we have somebody coming over from the West Side. We are pleased to have Debbie Viguier as a newcomer as well. She is a best-selling author most of the time, but when she's not doing that, she came to play on stage with us, and her character work is just a delight. We have Jonathan Kelly. Jonathan Kelly was most recently seen in SpongeBob SquarePants. He does a lot of musical work, and he's been a great character actor to work with as well. I also have Max Richardson working with me. I've worked with Max for a few years now, both in crew and on stage. But this time I have him playing the orderly Scotty, and it is his responsibility to neutralize the fight going on between Miss Jennifer Cullen and Teresa McKinney, otherwise known as Abby and Marilyn. Another actor we have is Ron Soderstrom, and I've been able to give him a role that has depth that we've not seen him in before, so I'm very pleased to present all of these wonderful actors to you. I had a lot of fun directing the two characters of Derek and Colleen, but that reminds me that we might want to say there's a little bit of sexual innuendo, and there may be some expletives and adult themes, so you might perhaps want to caution anyone under the age of 18 before you bring them to the show. For more information, you can go to kauaicommunityplayers.org.
The 48th annual Waimea Town Celebration kicks off on Saturday, February 15th with 9 days full of events, live performances, races, contests, a fun run, and a Paniolo showdown. We'll have more on this exciting event in next week's episode, but until then, complete info can be found at waimeatowncelebration.com. Laura Wolfgang, a Kumu Lei Hulu, is holding a feather lei making class on Sunday, February 16th. From 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., volunteers attending the workshop will be learning how to make feather lei that'll help create 2 beautiful large kahili for the community to display during the Kauai Kings Parade in June. The kahili feather workshop takes place at the Lihui Neighborhood Center, and registration is necessary. Answers to any questions regarding this event can be answered by emailing directly kkcc.kauai@gmail.com. Every third Saturday, the National Tropical Botanical Garden adopts out plants at their Grow Aloha event, and Saturday, February 15th is it. This event is open to the public and will take place at 2 locations, one on the North Shore at the Limahuli Garden and Preserve, and the other one on the South Side at Allerton and McBride Garden. Get complete details at ntbg.org/event. Another event plant lovers will enjoy is being hosted by Understory Alliance. It's a hands-on workshop where people will learn how to propagate or grow plants from cuttings. Attendees will also learn tips for selecting and preparing the cuttings, as well as the basics of using soil amendments to promote healthy growth. They'll even get to take home their own propagated cuttings to grow by themselves. Registration's required, and more info can be found by, you guessed it, scanning the QR code on your screen. Or if you're listening on our podcast, you can click the tiny URL link in the show notes. All right, we've got a couple quick stories for you in our news flash today. Here they are. A preschool on the North Shore is trying to buy the property it's located on, or else it may have to close. Aloha Preschool in Honolulu has put in an offer to purchase the $2.6 million building and is now looking for some help to hit that goal. It's the only accredited preschool on the North Shore, and it's been serving that community since 1978. With current students being the children of former students, Aloha School is now teaching a whole second generation of keiki, and it hopes to continue to teach more. To hear the whole story, visit their website at alohaschool.org. Since we're on the subject of teaching, there's still time to register for the film production and performance class that takes place right here at Hō'ike over spring break. Spots are filling up quickly, though. We've teamed up with our friends at Hawaii Children's Theater to bring you a week-long class that covers absolutely everything, from transferring stage acting to screen, how to do solo scenes, how to audition properly, the ins and outs of set etiquette, industry lingo, and camera operation, to just basic editing. Hō'ike's very own Max Richardson is actually one of the instructors for this class, so you know it's legit. By the end of it, participants will be certified Hō'ike producers and will be able to show off their own scene made during the class, like this one from Madagascar that our last class put together.
Alex? Giraffe. Corner pocket. Wait, no, come on. Wait. Come on, it's Gloria. It's Gloria. Oh, it is Gloria.
To get more information on that class, you can scan the QR code on your screen or click the tiny URL link in our show notes if you're listening to this on the podcast studio. All right, Kauai, that's all the Hō'ike we have for you this week. I'm Trisha Allen, wishing you love and aloha. Check out our film production class. It's really cool. Hō'ike Kauai Community Media's president and CEO is Allegra Gaines. Administrative assistant, Leiko Someda. Production and education services by Roger Olson. Production and IT services by Max Richardson. News and events producer, Trisha Allen. County producer and social media manager, Olivia Franco.